Honorable Men Discord. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join me in the comments, especially if you're a New York Knicks fan. So let's get straight to it. Salute to the New York Knicks for winning the Emirates tournament for the NBA. You know, there's mixed reactions going on throughout the NBA. You got some people who feel as though the New York Knicks celebrating it's ridiculous because they don't see it as valuable as the actual championship. Now, my thoughts on this is, look, yes, it's not the same thing as winning an actual championship, but listen, since the league decided to make this tournament, why can't they celebrate winning a championship? Is it because, you know, the disdain for the New York Knicks? That's why they shouldn't celebrate winning the championship. It was a tough game. You know, they went up against the San Antonio Spurs, and the San Antonio Spurs were fighting. It wasn't like it was an easy game. If it was an easy game, a blowout, then I could understand why some people feel as though why the Knicks celebrating. But let them enjoy their moment. You know, I think it's good for the city. I think it's good considering how last year ended for the Knicks, to give them something to be proud about, to push forward and see how this year plays out. And let me be the first to say what you want. What would happen if the Knicks end up winning the championship this year? What will you say then? Because maybe this is a glimpse into the heart of the team. Now, listen, I know some will say don't get ahead of yourself, but it's always possible that the Knicks can do it. They had a good run last year until injuries started to plague the team. But I say don't count them out. And let me tell you something right now. If the New York Knicks win a championship, for those of you in New York, you already know how this would look. For you, those of you that don't live in New York City, I'm going to let you know right now. New York City has been waiting so long for a championship that if they actually pull one off this year, they're going to turn New York City upside down. I feel bad for sanitation because they're going to tear the city up. They're going to tear the city up. It's not what I want them to do. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. But let's take a look at the reactions of some of the people in regard to the Knicks winning, and then we'll talk about it further.
Am I still alive? Did I die? Did the Knicks win a championship? Chill! And y'all said them boys don't give a fuck about the in-season tournament championship. I beg to differ. Why wouldn't you want to take it serious? You get the bag, extra money. You get the bragging rights because you the last man standing. And you get to talk all the shit for the rest of the season. They raising that banner in Madison Square Garden. Y'all gotta understand that's gonna mean something to them boys. They gonna be ready to win the big one, the real shit. Jalen Brunson got the well-deserved MVP, but even he acknowledged, them Knicks, them bench players, them boys wanted to fucking win that money. They wanted that cha-ching. Now, from now on, can we dead this whole, the in-season tournament championship ain't a real championship? Let's keep it a buck. Them motherfuckers is playing hard out there. It's probably the best basketball we're going to see until we get to the playoffs. All hating aside, congrats, nigga.
You guys would celebrate this stupid, meaningless trophy like it's a championship. I guess that's the type of poverty mindset you have when you haven't won an actual championship in over 50 years. But celebrate it like it's such, because you're definitely not going to win the championship this year. Oklahoma City's going to have a field day against you. That is if you can even get past Detroit in the conference finals.
We want the cup and we got it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. They're celebrating. They're celebrating like they won a damn thing. And hey, listen. First step. Championship level win there against an 18-7 team. No joke. Never joke to Spurs. The Knicks took it to them, baby, with a huge fourth quarter. Gritty win. Brunson was fantastic. OG. Fucking, he was the reason that they hung that banner. He's the reason they're going to hang that banner. Let's go, Knicks, baby. The good vibes keep rolling. This is just part of the deal. Just part of the deal. Good vibes are going. Knicks fans, enjoy one. Enjoy one, man. They don't come around often. You got a banner. Now, go get the bigger one. Go get the bigger one. We got bigger things coming. Let's go, Knicks, baby. Huge win.
And the New York Knicks win the 2025 NBA Championship. NBA Cup Championship. But it's the only championship they're going to win anytime soon.
So there you go. Those were some of the reactions of some fans and some not and some non-fans as far as the Knicks are concerned. Again, I think it's a good thing. I say why kill their vibe? Why kill their moment? They earned it. They didn't cheat to get it. They worked for it. And again, the NBA implemented this whole tournament thing to bring some life back into the NBA as a whole because the viewership was going down. So they created this. So it's not the Knicks' fault that this was created and then they won. You know, let them celebrate their tournament and let them be. Now, outside of that, there was a funny moment that I almost wasn't going to speak of, but I thought it was hilarious. I don't know what these players are thinking, but these two, and I'm talking about Brunson and Hart, they have a relationship from when they used to play. They have a college relationship. So don't ask me what this is about, but for those of you that are unfamiliar with this happened at the end of the win. And take a look at this video, and then we'll talk about that further, a little bit further. So let's take a look at this video. So I think it's clear to say that Brunson was pissed off, but when he turned around, he could tell that was his boy, even though his boy was doing some childish, silly. I wouldn't have gone for that. I would have had to push him or something like that. I'd been like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know, but I guess they goof around like that. I don't think that's the first time they goofed around like that. Am I with that stuff? I'm not with it. But listen, I don't know. It's very odd behavior. But again, salute to the New York Knicks for winning that tournament. And hopefully it propels you to the finish line for what the city's been waiting for. The city needs this. New York City needs this, especially when it comes to basketball, because this city, at one point in time, I can't even say in 2025, it really resonates with the city, but the city, with all the basketball courts throughout all the boroughs, the city really personified basketball. And I know basketball wasn't started in New York City. Basketball, if I'm not mistaken, was started in Massachusetts, which is why the Hall of Fame is out there. But New York City, you would think that basketball was started in New York City with the amount of basketball courts throughout the 5 boroughs. I mean, there was a point in time in my childhood where every park was filled. Things have changed now because of video games and because I don't know what the interests are, and because of the cell phones, we don't have much. In my opinion, we don't have much teenagers going out there balling like it was in my era. We could agree to disagree on that. If you live in New York City, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the games are being played more indoors. But when I was coming up, when you go to a basketball court, you was guaranteed to get a full court run. Not the way it is now, where you can go to basketball courts and they're empty or it's half court games. Everyone was looking for a full court game. So at the time when I was coming up, basketball was a big, huge thing in New York City, especially the well-known tournaments in Rutgers and West 4th and so on and so forth. But again, this is a quick episode just to salute the Knicks. I could not acknowledge their accomplishment, especially being born and raised in the city. So salute to the Knicks. Wish you nothing but the best in the future. And that's all I have to say. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay honorable.